This question asks, what is the value of the company's equity? And the information they've given us, it tells us that it is a geared company. The finance director has prepared forecast post-tax cash flows, but it does specifically say that these are after financing charges. So these are therefore your free cash flows to equity. The forecast cash flows are expected to grow at a rate of 2% per annum after year 3. They then give us the cost of equity of 15% and the WACC of 12%. Now, given the fact that these are free cash flows to equity, we need to discount this at 15%. If they've given us the free cash flows prior to finance charges, we could have done this at 12% and then deducted this 400 million for debt. But given the fact that it's after finance, we don't need that 400 million. Therefore, if we try to work out the present value of these, we have year 1, year 2, and year 3 to begin with. So we have 283, 291, 298. And if we bring in discount factors at the cost of equity of 15%, for year 1, you have 0.870. Year 2, you've got 0.756. And for year 3, you've got 658. If you multiply these cash flows by the discount factors to one decimal place, you get 246.2 for year 1. You then get 220.0 for year 2 and 196.1 for year 3. Now, we then have to deal with the fact that these cash flows are going to continue to grow. Now, if you can imagine, if you were at the end of year 3 looking forward, we're told that these cash flows are going to grow by 2%. Now, that means next year the cash flow is going to be 298 times 1 plus 0.02. We can then discount this at the cost of equity, 15%, minus your growth rate of 0.02. And that is effectively how you work out a present value of a perpetuity. You take the cash flow in 1 year's time, 298 plus 2%, divide it by your discount rate minus your growth rate. And if we work this out, this gives us 2,338. However, because this calculation works on the cash flow in 1 year's time, we are doing it from the point of view of being at the end of year 3. And at the end of year 3, if we want to eventually work out the present value, we have to discount this by another 0.658. So we need to times 2,338 by 0.658, and then this will give 1538.4. If we then add up the present value for year 1, year 2, year 3, and the present value of all cash flows after year 3, we end up with 2,200.7 million. And therefore, rounding this to the nearest million, we get 2201, and the correct answer is B.